You got a brand new website. You want higher rankings on Google. What should you do? There's so much information out there, it's so overwhelming. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm gonna break down the ultimate SEO checklist. Question for you. Wouldn't you just love if an SEO checklist, especially for a brand new website, was broken down into 4 simple steps? If you do, leave a comment below with yes. If you don't want that, leave a comment below with no. The first item I have on the list, because it's only gonna be 4 tips, is to map out your content strategy. From topics to keywords, what are you going after? What themes are you trying to create on your website? If you don't know what keywords and content ideas to go after, you're gonna be spinning your wheels, because the last thing you wanna do is create content on stuff that isn't working. And you can use tools like BuzzSumo, SEMrush, Ahrefs, even Uber suggests to all figure this out, because they all show you what topics are popular and what's not on your competitors. And this is great because now you have a rule of thumb of, oh, this stuff over here works and this stuff doesn't. You don't want to waste your time and your resources creating content that's not popular and no one cares about. The second thing you need to do is create a hit list of your backlink opportunities. Take all your competitor URLs and put them into backlinks. This will show you every single person who links to them. This is important because if you don't have a link list, you're not going to know who to hit up to link back to you. Now, when you're doing this, you don't want to just take a list of all your competitors and put them into a tool like backlinks or even Ahrefs. You want to go and find their most relevant content that's related to yours and see who links to their content, and then hit up those people to link to yours, because you have a better piece of content that's more relevant, more up-to-date, and more thorough. The third thing on your checklist needs to be accessibility. Is your site mobile compatible? Does it load fast? Are you deleting all the unnecessary WordPress plugins that you don't need? All these things impacts your overall search traffic. Rankings is important. Without a fast site, you're not going to get rankings. Speed is part of Google's algorithm. You want to make sure your site loads as fast as possible, not just on a desktop, but also on mobile. And you can use tools like Google PageSpeed to figure out how fast your site loads. The fourth thing on your list needs to be your content distribution strategy. From how are you going to push out the content on social media? Typically, what I do is I take my content, I put it out on all my social profiles at the same time. In addition to that, I'll also put it out on things like Instagram and do live stories. And I also do that on Facebook and do live stories. This is a good way to get people to engage, and on Instagram, I'll get people to swipe up so that way they can go directly to my blog post. Another thing I do with my content distribution is I email people out that I link to and ask them to share my content. It's a simple way to get more social shares and more traffic. And the last thing I do with my content distribution is I send out an email blast and a push notification every time I release a new blog post. One of the most effective strategies. If you don't have an email list, start using tools like HelloBar and MailChimp. If you don't have a push notification list, use tools like Subscribers and PushCrew. If you need help getting more traction, more traffic to your site, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital.